Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to the Blue Corner. So guys, it's winter, and we're a couple weeks until things start to pick up. Unfortunately, there's also been signs of a rather nasty bug going around that's been making people all kinds of ill. The doctors, however, have managed to figure out what it is. It's Pandemic Dragon, and this thing is a real bitch to cure. Alright guys, it's the moment you've been waiting for, and that is an update to my Viral Disaster Dragon deck, which now has its own spot on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia. I'm serious, if you go look up Disaster Dragon on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia and come across variants, Pandemic Dragon has its own spot in there now, which made me all kinds of happy to see. Like, awesome, my deck ideas now got a spot on the wiki, so whoever put that in, thanks. Because it wasn't me who put that in. Oh no. The only things I've done to the Wikipedia section was I just only mentioned that there were variants of Disaster Dragon, and that it doesn't fail to Machina gadgets. Disaster Dragon has problems going up against decks that pack more brute force. Are you fucking kidding me? Machina gadgets and Blackwings can outmuscle dragons? Yeah, bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, this is my Viral Disaster Dragon. It's gotten a couple people doing their own takes on it, but I'm curious. I bet you're curious to see how the original Pandemic is coming along at this time, and I will be more than happy to show you. This is just how it is looking at the moment. It is by no means a finalized build, as there are just some things I've tried and I'm still considering trying out. First up, you got 3 Darkness Metal. This one's obvious. Still going with the Malefic engine, where I'm using Dragon Ravine and Malefic Stardust Dragon to pump out fast 2,000 plus beat sticks that trigger my deck devastation virus, and in this guy's case, Eradicator. Plus, it keeps Ravine safe from destruction effects. And no, I do not like Mystic Plasma Zone at all for this deck. 1 Light and Darkness Dragon, it's Lad. You guys know what he does. Pretty good card. 1 Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon. I kind of want to try and take this up to 3, and I might drop a Lad and something else for it, because right now I'm running Axe Dragon in the deck, and Wyverns, and anything with 1900 attack or less, with less than 1900 attack tends to get killed these days, which allows this guy to hit the field. And he's just a beater. He's 5, he's dark, and he's deck Debbie food. 3 Wyvern, definitely need those in here. 2 Axe Dragon, he's 2000 beat stick, he gets over Thunder King, and yeah, he's virus food. Plus, when he gets killed by battle, you drop Interplanetary. Divine Dragon, Looping Darkness Metal, Malefic Stardust Dragon even. If you need to put Malefic Stardust out, you can just simply put it back in your hand through this guy's effect, and then later on any extra copies you draw can be discarded for the likes of Darkness Metal or Lad. Delta Flyer, Totem. So, yeah. The monster lineup, the spell lineup is pretty much the same as in the earlier versions. You've got 3 Dragon Ravine, 2 Terraforming to search him out, Mystical Space Typhoon to blow up the back row, Book of Moon, No Dark Cold, that's in my side, Future Fusion, Heavy Storm, and Monster Reborn. And now we get to the traps and where this deck gets its name. We get our virus lineup. 2 Deck Devastation Virus and 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. What do these cards do? It depends on how familiar with Crush Card Virus you guys are. This tributes a dark monster with 2000 attack or more, 2500 attack or more. This one destroys monsters on your opponent controls and in your hand with 1500 attack or less. This one, I declare a spell or traps, and blah blah blah. And what these do is, first, you check any face down cards your opponent has, depending on what you call. This, you check down any set monsters they have. This, you check any set back row. Then, you check their hand for any target cards. If there are any target cards on your opponent's side of the field and in their hand, they're gone. Furthermore, for the remaining 2 turns after this card is played, or is it a... This one makes it more clear thanks to its card errata text, blah blah blah. Until the end of their 3rd turn after this card's activation, destroy all cards of the chosen type, and during the turns that the virus card is active, you get to see anything they draw. So that includes the draw phase, Allure of Darkness, Morphing Jar, Dark Bribe, Dark World Dealings, that kind of stuff. You don't check their entire hand every turn though. You just check their entire hand during a turn. You activate this card. But anyway, these 2 cards just basically pick apart your opponent's combos. Certain decks get completely wrecked by Deck Devastation Virus because a lot of decks run less than 1500 attack monsters to set up plays, so you'll probably rip out a good portion of their hand. Plus you get to see what's in their hand and make your plays accordingly. This used to run Mind Crush, but I had to take it out for more cards. So, yeah. Thus the name of Pandemic Dragon, the virus cards infect your opponent's hand and their field, their plays, and it ultimately makes them sick. 2 Call the Haunted, this will be going to 3. Double Phoenix Chain, Solemn Brigade, 1 Torrential Tribute, and a Trap Dust Chute that will be replaced by another Torrential Tribute. And that's it for the deck. So, it's a little bit different from the earlier version I posted last year, but it's also, it still operates the same. Now, I've had a couple ways of rebuilding this thing to take advantage of new cards, such as Dark Flare Dragon, and I kind of want to just go Ravine-less due to the fact that while it does have more speed, it also minuses your hand so very badly by setting up those Dragon Ravine plays. And the fact of the matter is, Pandemic Dragon, and this is just how I feel about it, it's great at what it does, however, it's also just not as consistent as Standard Disaster or even Anti-Meta Disaster. And as far as playing around with a deck that summons big dark monsters that you can pop off of viruses, Malefics do the job better. Plus, they have access to Skill Drain. That doesn't mean this isn't a very bad deck. I mean, it is still great for casual local play, and you could even get a surprise win against some meta decks. But would I recommend this for regionals? Not yet. I am not completely satisfied with how this deck is. So, yeah, I'll be continuing to work on this since it is pretty much my baby. This and Coco Andan are my 2 most signature decks, I suppose. But, yeah. Just telling you guys right now, I'm not satisfied with the build as of yet. It's alright, but it's far from solid. So, yeah, if you've got ideas on how I should take the deck, I'll just post them in the comments below. I'll consider them, see what they do, and eventually I'll give you guys another update. So, thank you guys for watching. Until the next time, take care.